Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. My name is Jane and this is Unbecoming. So today's video I want to just share with you some of my, I'll say, kitchen tools or things that I use that helps my food last longer in the fridge. This is not sponsored by the way, but I just thought that I'll share this with you guys. So I'm just going to be doing a little bit of fruit prep and things like that, and these are just things that I use to make food last longer because we're not much of a big eater in this house. So I always find ways to make sure our food stays longer and fresh. And yeah, so what I'm doing here is just, tomatoes are one of those things in my house that does not last long, that tends to go to waste. So I'm just showing you here what I normally do to make it last longer. I mean, there are various ways which you can do it, not to say you can freeze it or whatever which way you want. So here I'm just going to show you how I make them last longer and fresh, because you want to keep your tomatoes fresh. And what I use really is this container, and this is from a brand called, I can't pronounce it, is zwilling, I don't know, I think it's zwilling. I think the W is silent, or maybe the Z is silent, but it's a wonderful brand. I buy, it's like a vacuum storage container thing, so you just, yeah, basically it comes with this contraption that sucks up the hair. And yeah, I've been using this for many months now, and I can swear by it, because it really does make your food last longer and it stays fresher for a long time. And the containers are oven safe and dishwasher safe, microwave safe. So the good thing about it is you can put it in the actually I've not tried it in the freezer, but I'm pretty sure it will work in the freezer. I've used the bags because obviously the bags will save more space in the freezer compared to the containers, but a lot of the time I just put the glass container in the fridge, and yeah, they tend to last a lot longer than if you just put it in a normal container or you just put it in the fridge as it is. So I'm just using the bag here, and yeah, it's so easy to use. And I personally feel like it's a great investment. So I've just put that little thing that comes in there. That's like something to stop the water from going in, because you have to be careful if whatever you're putting in is liquid or it's got liquid in it. So that thing there is going to stop it. A lot of the time they recommend that you don't put anything liquidy inside, because what you don't want is the liquid to get into that pump thing that I'm holding. So yeah, that's just what it is, because I think with every bag every set of bags you collect, you only get one of that thing, either one or two. So it's not really meant for liquidy stuff. Whatever you're gonna put in, if it's got a bit of water in it, or maybe it's just washed it, so you let it dry first before you then obviously put it in the bag and freeze it. So yeah, that is what I use. And another thing that I like to do to make my food last longer is to prep them. I feel like it's very important. I feel like it's very necessary, and I've come to really appreciate that. Although it can be time consuming and things like that, but it really is worth it if you want your food to last longer and you don't want to waste money ultimately. So it's always, I find it very important and useful to prep your food for the week ahead, basically for the week ahead. I feel like, first of all, not only does it help, make your food last longer, I also feel like it helps you save money as well, and the food doesn't go to waste, because it means that for someone like me, sometimes I can be a bit lazy to just cook food. So I want something quick, easy, fast. So if my food is already prepped, and it means that there's one step less, for one step less for me to do, so I find it very important, especially my salad. I love to eat salad, but a lot of the time, not a lot of the time, sometimes, I always think sometimes I get lazy, and I think about, oh no, I just want something now, like I haven't been bothered to wash it. So I will leave it in the, I'll say, okay, maybe tomorrow. and then I wash, because I always wash my salad. I don't know about you guys, I always wash my salad. I enjoy so if I think, oh my god, I have to wash it and let it drain, and but I can't be bothered. So like when I'm doing this now, that's salad ready for me, prepped for the week. I can put it in this container, and it's gonna last me for a week actually, or even more than that sometimes. And that means I can always just have salad anytime I want, as opposed to me just seeing it in the bag and still thinking about how long it's going to take me to prep it and put all of this together. So that's something else that I find very useful to do, always prepping my food, especially when it comes to like fruits, snacks, and salad especially. I feel like it's very important. I think many of us, I don't know where we come from, but we always tend to bulk buy anyway and buy and prep food in bulk. Sometimes we always tend to all our mixed peppers and things like that, we blend them ahead and put them in the freezer. We cook all our meats, chicken and things like that. We cook them all together and put them in the freezer. Oh, by the way, talking about freezer, I hope you've watched my recent fridge cleaning and organization. There will be a part 2 coming up, but in the meantime, you can watch the first one. So yeah, it's good to have a good freezer. If you're from an African home, I think anyone really, you always want to have an extra freezer. We like to have an extra smaller freezer, something where we can put all of our meats, all of our fish, all of our peppers and things like that in the freezer, so we can have it for months, almost a month. Because I like to bulk buy as well, so we tend to bulk buy a lot of our food, and also our rice, our beans, all our grains. We bulk buy all of them, and so yeah, it's always nice to have that, because obviously you're saving money, you're saving time. But one thing you don't want to do as well is that you need to prep all of these things so that you don't waste food as well. So yeah, anyway, I love smoothies as well. I really enjoy smoothies. So a lot of the time I tend to buy I used to prepare the fruits before, which it does take time. A lot of the time, like when you have fruits that are about to go bad, so I will prep them, put them in the freezer, and make it as a smoothie. But I don't have smoothie as much as I love it, especially now that it's getting warmer. I tend to enjoy it more. So that is when I would. But now that is when I would make more smoothie and prep them and stuff. But now I don't prep them anymore, because I can just get a pack of all these frozen fruits from the store, and that's just a lifesaver. Honestly, I recently got a pack from Costco recently, and I love it. I've not used it yet actually, but I just love the fact that I have that handy, and that will actually come up in my next organization, fridge freezer organization, so you can see what I do there. So yeah, I think I've been talking long enough. Thank you so much. I'll just leave you to enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.
Yeah, I don't wanna slow down, I don't wanna slow down, I don't wanna slow down till I burn out. I just wanna live fast, I don't wanna look back and say I could've done more.